Jack's friend, my son Jack, his friend and teammate, Mike, his mother makes these wontons as appetizers, okay? She just brought them over. I'm telling you, they are, if I tell you killer, and I said, you got to tell, I got to tell my audience about these things, okay? Basically, they're like, you know what a wonton is? I mean, obviously you do. You get like half a tray is 50, 100 is, a full tray is 100, okay? The place is called www.wonton, WONTON, palooza.com. One word, wontonpalooza.com. These things, she just brought in chicken palm wontons and turkey, was like basically turkey dinner wontons that were the most unbelievable things that I ever had. I mean, they're just killer. I've already had the stuff she has, like they have breakfast ones, like they have, French toast. They have Philly cheesecake. They got ham and egg, bacon and egg, pepperoni pizza. They have jelly donut. They have chocolate chip cookie. They have berries. They have cheesecakes. They got Thanksgiving dinner. They have chicken cordon bleu. They have any mac and cheese. I mean, you think about it, all made inside these traditional crispy wontons. And they are, I mean, killer. So it's www.wontonpalooza.com. You get 50 of them for like $40. And they are, I mean, you can't, 5 will fill you up. So if you have a party, you have a holiday party, you got a bunch of people coming to your house like we have on Thanksgiving, where we have like 1,000 hungry people, and they're bringing what? We're bringing the turkey ones tomorrow. The chicken palm ones and the turkey ones. That's what we got. Okay, to bring to the parties. I just tried the turkey one. It is unbelievable. I mean, Harrison eats nothing, my 12-year-old, and he dies for the French toast one. Loves it. And he doesn't eat, and the kid doesn't eat anything. He eats pepperoni pizza and bagels. That's all he eats. I mean, and bacon. If you let him eat bacon, he'll eat bacon every day, except they won't let him eat bacon every day. That's it. You go into the deli, Harrison, you want a sandwich? Yeah, I want cheese on a roll. What else? Nothing. Just cheese on a roll. I don't want anything else on it. I want a plain. Just cut the roll, put cheese on it. I feel like an idiot ordering this. Cheese on a roll. That's all they'll eat. That's it. I'm telling you. And pepperoni pizza and a bagel. I mean, that's it. That's it. But he likes these wontons. That's basically this, because my wife's always looking for something to feed them. The other kids will eat anything. They'll eat fish. They'll eat vegetables. They'll eat anything. Hasn't won't eat anything. Give him a bagel. Good. Give him a pepperoni pizza. He's good. Give him bacon. They eat bacon morning and night. I mean, they eat bacon till the cows come home. But that's it. That's it. Or you can get him cheese on a roll. Somebody's right? Am I right or not? And popcorn. You like popcorn. Okay, great. You eat like 5 things. But wontonpalooza.com. Now, that doesn't mean 50, and I'm driving home today, I need 50 salespeople calling her. Leave her alone. I'm just trying to, tell her the truth. I don't try, I'm not trying to, find out what she wants to do. That's up to her. But these things aren't good. I never even heard of them. Like, what? They said, you got to try these wontons. I'm like, what are you talking about? What's a wonton? I said, I don't want Chinese food. They said, it's not Chinese food. It's just like, it's everything. And I'm like, what do you mean? So I didn't know you could even do this. You get it inside a wonton, you get this, or any kind of food you want. How good was the turkey dinner? Was that unbelievable? It was like eating a turkey dinner. It was unbelievable. Cranberry, the whole thing, stuffing. It's amazing. And the chicken palm was unbelievable. So I'm telling you, call her up. And I guarantee you will say, hey, Mike, I got these wontons. They were unbelievable. www.wontonpalooza.com. So I guarantee you will thank me a time and time again. And 50 will feed a lot of people. 100, forget it. You better have a big crowd because they are filling. John in Oxford, Connecticut. What's up, John?
Hey, Mike, thanks for taking the call. Listen, a Cowboys fan here, and when they went out and they got Amari Cooper, I was skeptical. I thought it was too much. He hadn't lived up to his draft pick. He was a huge draft pick, and I believe, Mike, you liked him coming out.
I liked him, but he's been a disappointing pro.
No, absolutely. But let me ask you this, hypothetically. Now, they got him as a number one. Now, they're going to give up this year's number one. Now, they were trending.
Which was overpaying them.
Okay, well, let me just ask you this, though. Let's say they make the playoffs, or they don't, but it's around the 16th pick that they have to give up. But Cooper lives up to his billing with them. They re-sign him. They get 5 quality years of this guy as a premium receiver. If he were to live up to that, I believe he was a number 4 pick, and he's looked very good. Now, I don't love my quarterback as far as taking advantage of
the way you phrased it, the way you couched it. Yes, it would be a good pick. I mean, listen, if he turns around and helps them get to the playoffs this year, it was worth it. It was worth it. If he plays, remember, he's been a guy who has been disappointing. He's been a guy who has dropped a lot of passes. He's been a guy who has been lethargic. I mean, he has not been great. Not as good as we thought he was going to be. But that doesn't mean he can't be. Paul in Colts Neck, New Jersey. What's up, Paul?
Hey, Mike. How you doing today? Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Listen, question regarding the Phil and Tiger format.
Yes.
I'm sure they went over every which way to make this most appealing for the fans.
Right.
Why not make it just a pure, straight-up skins game?
Rather than match play?
Rather than match play. I mean, I saw yesterday they said, $200,000
yeah, but I don't know
where the first hole.
First of all, it's winner take all anyway. You know that.
Right.
So I don't know that would make it any more. Why would that make it more appealing? Explain to me.
Well, I'm thinking about the old skins games of, you had Arnold Palmer, Gary Player.
But why would it make it more appealing?
Well, you have every single hole where it's, okay, $500,000. Let's play, you split the $9 million up amongst the 18 holes. You got $500,000 per hole.
They like the idea of putting the whole thing where you got to win the match. So you never see, if you do it your way, you could build up a big lead, and there's nothing else that could happen in the match. This way, if you can come back in the match, you do win all. It's all the money. They now made a $200,000 side bet, I guess, on the first hole because Phil said he will birdie the first hole, and they made a $200,000 bet on the first hole. They've tried it like crazy to make it interesting.
But feasibly, you could have all the interest taken out of the 18-hole match play format if somebody's got an 8-hole lead.
Listen, there's nothing you can do about this. There's a lot of scary parts to this thing. Plus, the biggest problem, as far as I'm concerned, is that what do you do between shots? When they hit the ball off the tee, you got minutes of dead air, which you don't usually have in golf tournaments, which is very hard to fill. That's the toughest, most creative thing you have to come up with, is what to do right there. So they thought of all different things that a lot of people shot down. Them making bets during the match, them doing different things to challenge each other during the match. They didn't think it was a good idea. They wanted to keep it as much straight golf as they could. Listen, these two, it's still the only two that could pull this off, and they're 10 years past their primes. So it just shows you that if you had Dustin Johnson against Brooks Koepka, two brutes, two guys who can drive it on a string 350 yards, but the bottom line is nobody cares. They don't have a personality between them. So that's the problem. This is Tiger and Phil. They're huge, huge celebrities. Phil's got his army. Tiger is a world figure. Tiger Woods. We all know that. I mean, he's known around the world. So, but they're still past their prime. They're not. But I don't know what else they could have done. I don't know how well this will do. I really, I don't think the numbers will be overwhelming, but let's see if it even resonates. Chris in Ocean, New Jersey. What's up, Chris?
Hey, Mike. I'm looking at Brody as a first-time GM and trying to analyze what he's thinking with trading Syndergaard, right? And none of the reasons are any good. I mean, number one, maybe they've decided that they're not going to have 2 huge contracts for starting pitchers.
Well,
that's not good.
What 3 if Wheeler keeps it up?
Well, right. Number 2, maybe they decided none of our position players are worth a damn, and they need a king's ransom back here.
I think they feel this can fill. I think that you just hit on the second one, which was that they can maybe fill 2 or 3 holes with one shot.
Yep. The third thing is maybe they decided they are going to try to give Wheeler his money, which is dangerous because somebody's going to overpay for him, and we're not going to match it. So here we are as Mets fans again with 3 talent that the league would kill for. And at this time next year, we could be looking at one of them if we trade Syndergaard.
No, I think listen, they'll keep the other 2. I mean, first of all, DeGrom's going nowhere. Okay.
Oh, what are they going to give Wheeler though? With an injury history, and he's 30, 31 at that point.
They're going to make Wheeler do it. They're going to make Wheeler do it again. You know that.
Yeah, but suppose he does it. We could get outbid for him. And I'm looking at Severino on the Yankees, Mike. He struggled all year. And they're not talking about trading him because he's the type of talent that teams are looking for. And we have it. You know?
I mean, Severino had a good year. I mean, he you know, and Wheeler had a great last 15 starts. I mean, his last 15 starts were sensational.
One more thing, too. I heard you talking to Billick in the interview. It made me think, Mike, talking about covering Tyreek Hill. Just a question. Do you think in his prime Deion Sanders could cover Tyreek Hill?
No.
No?
No.
Wow. And I know you're high on Deion like I am.
Deion was great.
He could cover anybody.
Not this guy.
Oh, boy. Really?
I think this guy's that. I think this guy is that fast. I think he's that fast. And I mean quick fast, because Bob Hayes, I'm telling you, the straight line was faster. This guy is not as fast as Bob Hayes. Bob Hayes was the world's fastest human. He was a gold medal winning hurdler, gold medal winning sprinter. And I knew a guy many years ago, and he was a starter. That was his thing. He was a track coach and a starter. And he told me that Hayes told him, I want to go through this with you before the meet, because you will think I got off the block illegally. And I want you to show you this before I go through it with you. And he said he showed it to him, and he said, you might have been right. That's how fast he got off the thing. He said, I might have thought that you fouled. He said, I want to go through this with you. This was a big meet, and he was, it was a prominent coach. And he told me, he said, and I had Hayes, and he said to me, I want to go through this with you because I think you might think that I did something illegal. And he said, I would have, the way he got off the blocks. Bill in Summers Point. What's up, Bill?
Hey, Mike. How you doing today? Happy holidays.
You too. What's up?
Now, let me ask you a question. They're talking about going out and getting Machado. Why don't they just stay in-house and re-sign Hechaparria?
It's possible. That's definitely a possibility. He's a very good defensive player, not much of an offensive player, but a good defensive player, no question. They could definitely do that. It's not out of the question, Bill. It's not something they haven't considered. You're absolutely right. It is still a possibility. Larry and Danbury, what's up, Larry? Larry going once. There you go. There, Larry, what's happening?
How you doing, Mike?
Good, what's happening?
I want to ask you a question on the Patriots, but real quick, Mike, I got to ask you, because I remember you telling Ma how much you hated Rocky IV. Are you going to see Creed 2 when it comes out tonight?
No, I'm not going to see it tonight, but my kids already asked to see it. Didn't I see Creed? Did I see Creed? I'm trying to remember.
First one was good.
I think I did see it. I think I did.
I'm going.
I'm trying to remember. I'm mixing up that last Rocky movie and the Creed movie, so I want to make sure that I saw both of them. I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. But I know the Creed 2 comes out, and that's you. And Drago's in it, right?
That's right. He's in it, and he's supposed to be fighting his son, I guess.
Well, Creed fights Drago's son, right?
Apollo Creed's son, is fighting Drago's son.
I mean, they have to say they have exhausted this storyline would be the understatement of all time. That they have, how much money has Sylvester Stallone made out of this storyline? Remember, this is a guy, and you have to give Stallone credit. Here's a guy, bang-around actor, stone broke, doesn't have a dollar to his name. He takes the storyline. People tell him, love the storyline, give you $300,000 at the time, a ton of money for the screenplay, for the storyline, for the story. But, we're going to put another actor in. Nope. I got to star in it. He stuck to it. He didn't have a dime. Couldn't eat, couldn't feed himself. Didn't have a dime. But he wouldn't. He said, this is my movie. I have to star in it. And he stuck by his guns. Give him credit. A lot of guys would have sold the screenplay. John in East Islip, what's up, John?
Hey, Mike, I know I would have sold. Happy Thanksgiving
a lot of guys, for $300,000, a lot of guys would have sold.
Mike, I wanted to ask you, and I know how you feel. I heard you earlier with the Mets and Yankees possibly making a trade, but what about, would you do this trade for Noah Syndergaard, Andujar, Bird, and Clint Frazier?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You think the Mets would see value in that?
I would do it. I think they should.
It makes sense.
I think the Mets could come out smelling like a rose on that. I'd do that trade. Yes, I will make that for those three. I'll make that deal.
And imagine if the Yankees sign Harper, Mike. The outfield's going to be Stanton, Judge, and Harper. Or if they leave.
No, they would. They love Hicks. They're going to play Hicks in center. So.
I mean, right? If they love Hicks
one of
in
those
center,
guys would be the DH.
You think that's a good possibility? The Yankees going to start spending that?
I don't think the Yankees are going to sign Harper. I think they might sign Machado because to play shortstop, but I don't think they're going to sign Harper, and I think they're not too high on Harper playing first base either, from what I understand. I got that impression too. I would prefer Harper than Machado. I would prefer they don't sign either, but I got a feeling they might sign Machado. Would I make the trade? Frazier, Bird, and Andujar for Syndergaard if I were the Mets? Yes. Yes, I would. Back after this.